Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be continuing our wedding series. My name is Norris. If you've never seen my videos, be sure to subscribe and also click that little bell icon so you know every time I post a new video. I am doing a whole series of bridal items, so if you are newly engaged like I am, be sure to subscribe so you can follow through with my journey. Today we have a shipment from Rue La La. I got this actually a couple days ago and just didn't have time to film until today. These are shoes. They were supposed to be planned for wedding day, for after the reception. So we are planning on having our wedding, like the ceremony, and then our reception, and then we're gonna have an after reception party at a Axe bar is what I think we're gonna do. And so I wanted to get another pair of heels that were more fun, with like a little white dress type of thing. Hi Bean. So I got this box, and yes, it is open, and it's mainly open because I wanted to make sure that the shoes in the box were okay. I've been having a lot of issues with these shipments here, where on a rainy day they'll actually just drop it on top of like a wet carpet instead of trying to stick it between the storm door or putting it under the awning or everything. So it just kind of gets soaked outside if I'm not home yet. So this was a box that I got soaked, and I did make sure that it was okay, but I did not open everything yet, so I wanted to save that for you guys. So let's go ahead and open this box up. So looks like we have our box here, and this is the receipt. Next we have the shoes. So it is shoes by Mach. It does have this beautiful pink box, and the style that I got is in satin pink. Now the box did get a little bit wet from shipment, I think, because there's like a couple little weird corners going on. I don't think you can tell in the video, but it definitely got soaked a little. So that kind of sucks, but let's take a look at the shoes and see how they're doing. So opening the box, whoop, we have Boba in the background too. We have the paper that's covering these shoes, and then this is like a thank you card from Mach. Then we have another thank you card. This one just says that it's a special shoe, gotta watch out for it and take care of it. We then have the dust bags. Is there two? Yes. So we have two dust bags. So we have one bag for each shoe. I do appreciate that, just because for shoes like these where there's gems and stuff, I do think it's important to have two bags to kind of make sure the rhinestones don't scratch each other. Now looking at the actual shoes, there they are. So they're not wrapped in the baggie when it comes. I think I've seen them come in all different ways. So looking at the shoe, the pink is definitely a lot darker than I had imagined. So just off the bat, I'm not actually sure if I'm going to keep these because the pink is not quite the shade I wanted. I had imagined them being a lighter pink, so these might just be a little bit dark for what I wanted them for. Now looking at the crystals itself, so just off the bat, I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys. I'm actually kind of disappointed in just the sheer quality of these shoes. If you actually look at this part right here, you see how that crystal is just sticking up out of the strap. It's like gummy when I feel it. It's gummy, like you can just pluck these crystals off. So I'm not sure if there's just like not any other better way to place them, but it's kind of like throughout the whole shoe. You just have like random crystals that are sitting out of place, floating out of place. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about, but it's not very even. And I just feel like for a pair of shoes, at this price, I don't think I should be seeing that. And it makes me kind of question the quality control for these shoes. I have purchased other expensive shoes before, including like Dior, Louboutin, Valentino, and even like Stuart Weitzman, which is not completely designer high end, but I have seen like better made shoes is what I'm saying. Now looking at the seams of the glue, other things that I'm noticing, these are very off-centered, so you can kind of see the stitching. So that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, like from afar, nobody's gonna notice this, but for the price of the shoes, I do feel like that is not really expected. As far as everything else goes, from afar, the shoe is beautiful. I'm more concerned about the crystals more than any of the stitching or anything like that. I'm just really concerned because they are like gummy to the feel. I don't think I've heard of anybody else talking about them being gummy, but they are. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a little bit gummy feeling. It worries me about them falling out, and especially because the bow sits so wide, you're probably gonna like kind of hit each other a lot. So I just feel like all of these are gonna fall off pretty quickly. But I'm not gonna kill them yet. we're gonna try these on and see how I feel about them. Let me grab the other shoes so you guys can see them together. So here is both shoes for your viewing. They are very pretty. They definitely are like the definition of like Cinderella shoes. Something I will say that seeing them in person, something I don't know if it's like I don't like them or what. The big giant crystal things are, I don't know, they just look like toys to me. These are beautiful shoes and they're expensive shoes. And I just feel like it could have been executed a little bit better. But from afar, they look really beautiful. Let me try them on so you guys can see what they look like. I did get these ones in a size 36 because I usually size up half a size. And different brands are different, so we'll see. If they don't fit me, most likely I'm just going to return these and think about if I want to get them again, because this pink is not quite the shade I wanted and the quality is not quite there. Let me know in the comment box what you guys think, but let's try these babies on. Alright guys, so here is what the shoes look like on my feet. They look very beautiful, but they are too big. So if you actually look on the side view, I do have quite a bit of gapping behind, and so I do feel like I'm going to need half a size down. So I'll probably return them and maybe exchange them for a smaller size. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them again, just because that pink shade is not exactly the shade that I was really hoping for, but they are very beautiful. One thing I do notice about these shoes is the arch on these shoes are actually pretty strong. It's not like a super high heel in my opinion, but that arch does feel like a lot of pressure on the ball of your feet versus having any support on the arch. So that does make a huge difference. Of course, these are a little bit bigger for me, so it does add a little bit more pressure on the arch because they are a little bit loose on me, but they do have that bit of angle. Now, something else I do notice about these shoes is that I feel like on pictures they look a lot better, but in person, looking at them, I don't know how to describe it. My feet just looks big. Like, I look like I have big feet with these shoes, and I don't know if it's because it's just so much sparkles that it looks like that. I don't know if it's the way that the toe is pointed, like the shape at the point is really long, but I feel like I have really big feet when I wear these. I have a size like 5.5 foot, so for me to feel like I have really big feet, I think that's a really big deal. But you guys can tell me what you guys think on the video. But unfortunately, I believe that I will be returning these because A, they're just too big, so not gonna pay that much money for shoes that don't fit, and B, the pink is just not the color I want, and then C, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for the price, those crystals are a little bit disappointing. There's already gaps in some of this crystal. Like, even from afar, I can tell there's like random black spots going on. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Walking with them, they feel fine. The straps does give you a little bit more support, but again, you just have to be very mindful when walking. You kind of have to keep your feet like away so you don't scrape this bow to this bow. So let me show you. This bow and this bow can kind of scrape a lot, so you got to be really careful that when you're walking, you kind of have to space your feet out a lot. For the girls that like to kind of crisscross their legs a lot, that's going to be a problem. But yeah, so that's what these shoes look like. Again, they're beautiful shoes. Maybe it's just not me. Maybe not this color. I might get the clear ones to give them another try. But right now, these are just too big, and I think the pink is just not me. And I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about the holes. You see that right there? That's the hole. These are brand new shoes. I didn't scratch these up. Well, I think I just pushed a gem back. But you see what I mean? They're like gummy. I just pushed that gem and that one went right back in. There's another hole here. There's another hole here. There's just kind of like random holes in random places. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm not completely in love. Alright guys, so that wraps up my little box opening / first impression try on of the Mach famous crystal pumps. I'm going to be completely honest with you with this recap that I am kind of disappointed at these heels. I feel like the quality just was not there, and the fit wasn't as comfortable as they could be considering the design of the heels. I feel like they have a lot of potential to be very comfortable. And then for the cost of the shoes, I don't feel like it was really worth all the little spots of missing crystals, or maybe not missing, but like misplaced crystals. I feel like that wasn't really worth it. Now, by no means am I saying that if you got this shoe, oh my gosh, you messed up. I think everybody has their own opinion on whether it's worth the price or not, and I think for me, this is just not it. Maybe it's the color that also made me a little bit disappointed. I really wanted blush pink, like a light blush pink, but this just came out like a lot more brighter of a pink. Now that, of course, is my fault. I could totally try to do more research to figure out the color. The other thing is like sizing. That's completely my fault as well, so I do take responsibility of that. But the quality itself, like I said, that's where the letdown kind of happened. But aside from that, if you guys have any question about these shoes, be sure to let me know. I am going to return them, so I'm not going to be able to give you guys a review on how they wear and tear. But I can try to give you as much answers as I can from being able to handle these shoes and try them on in my house. And also, let me know in the comments if you feel the same way about these shoes. These are super popular shoes. To this day, there's still like quite a couple that are just kind of like sold out. So let me know how you feel about these shoes. Maybe you love them. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!